We go. We should be. You guys should be hearing me well. 13 minutes until the Xbox showcase. We're expecting some fantastic games today. I'm expecting a very big show today. I don't think Microsoft is in any position to lose to Sony showcase, seeing how awful their showcase was. And I would even go as far to say as Jeff Healy's show, it wasn't that great either. It was better than the Sony showcase, but it wasn't by much. It started off pretty good, to be honest with you guys, and then it kind of pittered off. And towards the end, it was just a mid show. So Microsoft really has an opportunity here to capture gamers' attention with a fantastic show. I'm expecting to see a lot of new stuff. So let me just check on YouTube just to make sure that we're broadcasting live at this moment. Just give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's good. I can confirm we are live. TM or Time 8 or TM8, what's up? Today's stream is in native 4K resolution, just to let you guys know. This will be a native 4K 60 stream. Microsoft is broadcasting this in a native 4K 60 resolution. So I'm expecting great things today. I can't lie to you guys. I'm so hyped for today's show. And honestly, it comes a day before my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. So I'm hoping as a early birthday gift that Microsoft Xbox really delivers at this showcase. And I expect them to. Like I was saying earlier, it's going to be really hard not to beat Sony showcase because that was just complete trash. Even Sony fans were disappointed with that showcase. Healy's show yesterday, or earlier this week, it was okay. It was better than Sony's performance or Sony showcase, but not by much. It was just a little bit better. I would say that show started off pretty strong in the beginning, and then it kind of pittered out, and it was just really mid towards the end. So I expect Microsoft to do. Someone says I'm getting a black screen on my TV. You shouldn't be getting a black screen. So I would try to go back onto the stream because I'm looking at the stream in real time and I can see it being displayed on my screen. So it is not a black screen. This for sure will be one of the only streams today outside of Microsoft's stream that is 4K 60. Most people will not be doing this at 4K 60. Once again, today's stream is at 4K 60. I just want to point that out for you guys. I don't know why it's showing here 1080p because the main stream is supposed to be 4K 60. So we're just going to recheck here just to make sure that everything is kosher on the streams. We're going to see here the quality. Just give me a second, guys. Quality. Let's go. Quality. I don't know. Maybe just the opening section of it is 1080p. It's supposed to be 4K 60. So a little confused with what's going on there. Unless they have another stream that is broadcasting it in 4K. Let's see. Yeah, right now they're all broadcasting in 1080p. which is strange because they did say it's going to be 4K 60. So let's just see what happens. I'm checking all of the direct links to the streams just to make sure. Let's check out Bethesda's channel. And they are up and running, and let's see if it's... let's double check. Quality. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the Bethesda page, guys. Just give me a second here. We're gonna have to go to the Bethesda page. The Bethesda page is showing it at 4K. 1 second. There we go. Now we have it up in native 4K. Good thing I checked, huh? Okay, so yeah, now I can confirm for sure that we're going to be streaming this at 4K resolution. For those of you out there that want to watch the direct link, it's not on the Xbox channel. It's actually on Bethesda. They will have it at 4K 60 as well, myself as well. So let's go. So if you're watching this now, just make sure you toggle it to 4K 60 and you'll get the native 4K 60 stream. All right, back to the chat. So I want to know what you guys are excited about. What games are you guys anticipating to see? What games do you want to see? What is your dream game that you'd like to make an appearance today? Let me know in the chat. I'm going to try to go through some of these chats before the show starts. U of M student says Xbox better show out. I do believe they will show out today. They have no choice but to show out today. They've had a lot of tribulations lately with the ABK deal with Starfield. You know, if you're an Xbox fan, you know there's been a lot of ups and downs right now for Xbox. So they really need to have a good showing at today's event. There's no doubt about that. Major Ben, I swear this is not in 4K 60. It is now in 4K 60 natively, 100%. I just checked it. So just use the toggle, the gears in YouTube there, and just toggle it to 4K 60, because I'm definitely broadcasting it at 4K 60. Oh, okay. I'm a little bit behind on the chat, so I see you guys also caught on that it's Bethesda that was broadcasting it. Yes, and we have 4K 60 right now. There we go. Yeah, which is very strange. You would think that the Xbox one would be 4K 60 as well, but it's only Bethesda. So there you go. Make sure you hit the like button. I notice a lot of you guys watch the streams. You don't hit the like button. So hit the like button right off the bat before the show starts, so you don't even have to forget about it. And also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I put out a lot of Xbox content. I also put out tech content, news content, like, for instance, the ABK deal and all the dealings within that case. I've been posting a lot of content on that. This week, I have some upcoming content on the Rogue, Asus Rogue Ally. I have one coming in. I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to be putting it through its paces. I'm going to be trying a lot of Xbox games on this handheld device and let you guys know if it's worth it or not. So look forward to that video. So if you're interested in content like that, just make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you know when I put out a new video. Emmanuel Lewis says his expectations are very low, so I can be surprised. And that's a good way to go into certain events. Keep your expectations low so that you are surprised when things happen. However, I am not keeping my expectations low for today's event. I expect Microsoft to hit it out the park. And like I said earlier, it's going to be hard not to beat Sony's show. That show was awful. So I'm expecting a lot of new games to be displayed today. And Microsoft's Aaron Greenberg tweeted out earlier this week that the showcase, the first party games, will not be CGI. There will be a mix of gameplay, in-engine, or in-game cinematics. It will not just be a CGI trailer. So we're going to actually see some gameplay. We're going to get some juicy details on some of the reveals. Now, I know a lot of people are expecting Fable to be shown. Microsoft pretty much hinted that with some of their promos this week. So we do expect to see Fable. I expect to see Forza. And I'm interested to see how Fable looks because the Forza Horizon team is the developers that are making this game. And their graphic technology is amazing. So I'm expecting Fable to look amazing. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really big into Fable, but that could change today with how they showcase this game. But regardless if I'm into the game or not, I know a lot of Xbox fans really love the Fable franchise. So look forward to this game today. I'm pretty sure it's going to be shown unless we're completely clueless on these leaks, or I should say these teasers that Microsoft presented this week. It would appear that Fable will be shown today. Dead Proof. Yes, I am hyped. I am actually hyped for this show. I was hyped for all the shows, to be honest with you. Maybe not the Healy show. I wasn't as hyped. I thought it would be decent. But Sony show, I was hyped for it, and I was disappointed. I am hyped once again for Microsoft's show today, and I better not be disappointed. But to be honest with you guys, I don't think we're going to be disappointed. I think we're going to get to see some really fantastic games, some new stuff today. Yes, we should see Forza. Dead Proof says Fable and the Mandalorian game would be cool. I'm not sure about the Mandalorian game. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to see some Indiana Jones today, possibly. So that could be cool. And I'm gonna call it out here. I'd like to see Crimson Skies. As unlikely as that may be, I would love to see a new version of Crimson Skies with next generation graphics and technology. I think that would be a fantastic game. Some people disagree with me, but it's one of my Xbox favorites. Yes, I am hyped for Starfield as well. I want to see 4K 60 for Starfield. Please. Like, I don't care, dynamic resolution, whatever. Give me that 60 FPS. Oh my goodness, guys. We're almost a minute away from the show. I'm just going to try to speed go through these comments here. There's quite a bit here. Emmanuel Lewis says he just wants something to make PlayStation fans cry. I think the show will make them cry because our show should be substantially better than what Sony presented to their gamers or to their audience. Morpheus said, this is just all in content. It will be streamed at 30 FPS just to make D's head explode. No. It's 4K. We're at 4K 60 right now. So if you have a device that supports that, toggle it to 4K 60. We're about to go live in less than 20 seconds. 15, 14, 13, the countdown is on. And as usual, I will not talk during the live stream, only something really exciting happens. Okay, so let's go to 1.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich. Okay. Let's do it. What do I think about heroes? Well, we've all seen them, haven't we?
Oh my gosh, we're getting Fable right off the bat. Sorry, guys.
With their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
Wanker.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Just look at them.
Not wafting around mythical creatures. And that's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable. not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age of death. One moment. This is awkward.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, that looks amazing. Amazing. Looked amazing. Oh, I'm excited.
World premiere.
Death don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. He'll come to your house and it won't stay long. You look in the bed and somebody'll be gone. Death don't have no mercy in this land.
Shaking bones. Been a while. So, you remember that favor you owe me? I'm looking for a creature. Huge, sneaky, teeth like knives. No? Well, hey, how about you guys? No? Nobody? Not helpful. Mm-hmm. Sneaky.
Looked interesting. Game Pass title, so that's cool.
World premiere.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire? They're everywhere. But the world here belongs to the syndicates.
Oh my gosh! What's going on here?
I have to play their game. Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought, I'm out.
There she is.
my whole life. And now, I just need a chance to finally be free. Wherever that takes me.
I'm here to offer you a way out, okay?
Get off my ship, Jalen.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
The underworld shows no mercy. But it's a big galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Let's go. Let's go. Star Wars Outlaws 2024. So this is a multiplat, clearly, but good showing. Ooh, gameplay walkthrough tomorrow at Ubisoft's Forward. We'll probably stream that as well.
Wow. Fable, South of Midnight, Star Wars Outlaws. Welcome to our first ever double feature, the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by a deep dive into one of the most important RPGs ever made, Starfield. Gaming is the most powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges, it connects us. And it's just incredibly and awesomely
Not gonna lie,
fun.
she kind of looking spicy.
That is why Team Xbox is committed to building the greatest place to play. By partnering with the most ambitious of game creators and by unleashing the power of the gaming community, enabling all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The lineup we have for you today is just incredible. These are the works of the very greatest creative teams from around the world. We made this show for you, the largest, most engaged, and globally diverse fan base in Xbox history. You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion drives us, and you are the inspiration for the visionaries whose games we showcase today. From me and all of the team at Xbox, thank you. This next game is from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning studio behind Spiritfarer, who've gone back to their combat roots with an amazing co-op raid-focused action game that is uniquely theirs. All right, everybody, it's time.
World premiere.
All right, guys, it's a simple job. Just in and out. Nothing to it. Everybody hit the floor.
It's payday? Wow, Payday 3 is coming to Game Pass day one. I think most of these games are all coming to Game Pass that they've shown so far. Crazy. Except for the Star Wars. I didn't think I saw that.
Premiere.
Ah, Persona coming to Game Pass at that. Wow. Assassin's Creed, boys. Or not? Wait.
People don't like you very much, do they? Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself. To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls. You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us. The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Oh, wow. Avowed. It looks good. Nice, nice. I know many were looking forward to that gameplay. And it looked decent, man. It looked really good. I'm not gonna lie, man. Sea of Thieves is the game that just doesn't die, man. Holy smokes, man. So much content for this game. Crazy.
The most notorious tavern on Melee Island. Wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels.
So tell me, which ship is right for you? A big ship? A luxury ship? A ship with just a splash of je ne sais quoi?
The legend of Monkey Island. You mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. So I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood, the legend of Monkey Island.
The Chuck has turned the memories of this island into a prison for Guybrush.
Well, well, what do we have here?
You need these.
Things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not a huge fan of Sea of Thieves, so this is kind of mid for me. I'll be honest with you. I don't really care for Sea of Thieves, and it's been around for so long, so whatever. Okay, the graphics in this game look amazing. You guys can't say anything about that. This is well detailed. I have no idea what this is. This looks pretty good. I don't know, is this some type of flight simulator add-on? It looks good. Yeah, I think it's a flight sim add-on. Oh, wow. Okay. We got an update to the game. That looks cool. Flight Sim is like one of the first true next-gen looking games, man. So that's a good game, man. It's hard, to be honest with you, but it's a good game. It's like a Dune vehicle add-on to Light sim. Oh, this looks cool, man. That was pretty decent, can't lie.
Hi, Melina here, speaking to you from our performance capture stage at Ninja Theory, where we have just wrapped our shoots for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. When we first showed gameplay for Hellblade 2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coastline. Today, we're taking you deeper into Senua's story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's Saga. What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
Let's go! Actual Xbox Series X footage. Let's go.
She can feel them slipping through her soul, following the threads of her mind. She's here to find them, the ones who hide. She needs their help with a promise, a question. But it's never so simple, is it? Wisdom has a price. There's always a part of you that changes. A part of you that darkens. And a part of you that dies.
Over there, that pool. I can feel them. Feel them everywhere. The lost ones. They are watching us. You should never have come here. They can see us.
What is going to happen? It's time to find out. How can we make it happen?
It's time to find out. Why are they watching?
It's time to find out.
What are they waiting for?
Senua, what are you waiting for?
I'm here.
Watching. More than one.
Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want?
I don't like it.
I'm scared.
This is too much.
Their eyes.
Everywhere. Can feel them boring into her. What is she supposed to do? Do something.
Ask them.
What do you want me to do?
Our souls fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find here?
What we will find.
What if it's all for nothing? What is that? There. They are waiting. There.
It's them.
It's you.
What will they do to her?
What will we do to us?
Touch it.
Feel
You're mine.
your voices.
All the parts of you that are broken.
You can be whole. All the grief,
All the rage.
all the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done, has led me to this place.
We've come so far.
Not far enough. Say it.
You are ready.
Tell them.
I am here. Now.
What if we get lost forever?
What will happen to them?
What will happen I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know. Go.
Who are these around you, Senua? Those you have saved, or those you led to death?
Okay, so I see some people in the comment section a little bit disappointed with Hellblade right now. I would like to see more gameplay. It didn't really show that. And I will say it was not running at 60 FPS, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't think that game's going to be 4K 60. I think it's going to be 4K 30.
Oh my god! A stranger! なんだよ。どうかしたか?
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
俺がどうかしたのか? Huh? Huh? どうなってんだこりゃ!
Yeah, that was kind of meh. Whatever, man. Not gonna lie.
Appalachia. What a sight! A verdant wonderland of promise plucked from post-atomic blight. The fruit of years of prudent progress and determined reclamation, and 15 million dwellers worth of keen imagination. From the heart of West Virginia to the depths of the pit.
Well, we owe it all to Vault 76.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore. Our world is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns. Yes, from Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour. You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So there you have it. Now you know. There's a million ways to make the wasteland your waste home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Play it now with Xbox Game Pass.
World premiere.
General Motors' historic commitment to performance is embodied in two of its iconic brands, Chevrolet and Cadillac. The V-Series.R elevates Cadillac's competitive spirit to a whole new level with its thunderous V8 and hybrid power. The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades. The all-new Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray continues that tradition. General Motors is proud to usher in a new era of competition with the innovators behind the new Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths in technical excellence and sophisticated modern design to take bold steps into the future and bring that experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray to the home of competition.
I know you're ready. You've got this. Let's tweak the car's performance for the next one. Was your best lap yet. This is my timeline.
I have seen all that ever was, and all that ever will be. I have seen betrayal, endurance, ambition, and courage. I am the one who knows. Perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I feel disconnected from fate's flow. Unseen forces move against me, hungry for forbidden knowledge. A mystery long kept hidden. A secret that threatens to unravel reality itself.
Now, this looks like trash. I'm not interested in this. I don't know what it is, but graphically, I'm not impressed with this game so far. Oh, it's Elder Scrolls. I'm not into that game anyways. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below.
CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is under attack by Null Sector.
Ooh, my home city.
Different about Null Sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics.
They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall. There's new blood on the team, and we have so much to teach them.
So getting finally a story mode? Ah, it is.
We can stop Null Sector. Maybe we can save the city.
Coming through!
Been a while, Vivian.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and put another business.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
Engage. Target marked.
Time to create peace with bullets. Greetings.
Oh, yeah! Boom!
The world is counting on us.
Let's go.
Shall we do this together?
Fight with me!
Engaging.
Watch this! I saw that. Not bad.
So I'm confused. Are we getting a campaign or something, or it's just the new characters? You guys let me know in the comments down below.
What is this place? It looks like we're in a palace.
What the hell is going on? Who are these people?
No idea. But if they're attacking us, our only choice is fighting back. Hey, look over there! Can you get us out of here?
So you're telling me you're thieves who steal hearts, and you just happened to stumble into this world? The Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped the Rebel Corps. Never forget that we're a united force who can rely on each other.
You should be grateful to have been made my subjects. But you're just mannerless little brats.
Unfortunately, returning will be no easy feat.
Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. So, will you take a stand beside us?
Yeah! Let's show them what we got!
Wow, Xbox getting a lot of Persona stuff, that's for sure, and they're all coming to Game Pass.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown.
Ah, we're gonna get a little Starfield trailer.
The wonder is,
In game, guys.
not that
That's
the
what it
field
said.
of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all.
Looks good, boys.
What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
September 6th, guys! Wow! Finally, we get our hands on it. Oh man, I was so busy looking at the trailer, I didn't even check to see if it's 4K 60. The trailer might have been 4K 30. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't paying attention. I guess we'll find out after the show at the Direct, so we'll know for sure. So guys, as I'm analyzing the data, Hellblade was running at 4K 30.
World premiere.
I'm going to analyze the Starfield footage and see what it was running at. But Hellblade was 4K 30, guys.
Hi. I'm very excited to be returning as Johnny Silverhand in the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy mission and introduces Idris Elba as Secret Agent Solomon Reed. It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player, you'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do. I know the team at CD Projekt Red just keeps raising the bar when it comes to telling cinematic stories in video games. And I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself, and so it is my honor and pleasure to give you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty. Check it out.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash your Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run! This way! Quick!
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me. The cure.
Situation's changed. You need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate. Pick your truth, V.
Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
Not bad, and we don't have to wait long for it. Awesome. I'm not into this, but I know a lot of people do like it. It looks good graphically, but I'm not really into building cities. But you have to have diversity amongst your games for all gamers. And it's a Game Pass title as well, so you can try it and see if you like it for yourself.
World premiere.
汝定めを課せられし子よ、憂いを抱える旅人よ。
こいつが俺の凱旋者だ。
果たして誰が次の王か。
己自身に命じなさい。内なる英雄の姿に変われと。
真の王を志すならば打ち勝ってみせよ。
僕のいる世界の出来事は君にとっては絵空のと。
まさか人間？
この国は今有史以来の危機にさらされている。どうやら面白い力を手にしたようだ。
主君に捧げると決めた覚悟そのものだ。
これこそ人間の真実だ。
道は二つに一つ。
またあったね。やはり君は興味深い。
今こそあんた自身がそうなる前よ。
正義かどうかじゃない。誰もが恐れと不安に負けそうで。
理想を貫け。
何が正しいのかわからない。
すべての始まりはあなたの持つ小説。
幻想はただの絵空事なんかじゃない。
Yeah, they can miss me with this one. Not into those type of games.
World premiere.
Humanity's cities have fallen. Our people's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry. You must explore this world to find the origins of this evil. And bring hope back to our people. Together, you can save humanity.
Okay, they can miss me with that one. I hope they're just getting all these little small titles out the way and they close out with some really big surprises, because the show's starting to get a little bit mid at this point, to be honest with you. It's good, but I want to see more stuff. There's a lot of stuff that was shown that I'm not really interested in, to be honest with you guys.
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine. But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything.
If you resist my rule, if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you. Oh no. What did I do?
Any last words before my friend puts one in your scalp?
Okay, this looks good. Coming in due time. Microsoft has learned. They don't know when it's coming. They don't have an expected window. That's a good thing to leave, so that we're not expecting it in 6 months and
Thank
you
you
delay
all
it.
for joining us. Today is a special day for me and the team. I'm excited to see 11 games showcased from our first-party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution. And we are thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian. In addition to Avowed, our studios will deliver Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft Flight Simulator, Towerborn, and more in 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island. As we look to holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. New Series S with, I hope, not just more memory, but more video memory. VRAM. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, black. I like it because the white gets dirty so easily. That's pretty cool. 1 terabyte model coming September 1st. I wish there'd be more VRAM. I'll be honest with you guys, I think the Series S kind of holds back the Series X a bit, where they have to optimize more for it.
Been waiting for. Prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight
that's
and
it.
enjoy Starfield Direct.
So that was it pretty much for the showcase, Xbox showcase. Now we're going directly into the Starfield live event. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if it's 4K 30 or 4K 60. The trailer has not been put up. That was shown on the showcase, so I guess they're saving it for this show, which would kind of tell me maybe it's gonna be 4K 60. I was just so hyped up for the trailer that I wasn't really paying attention if it was 4K 60 or not. It was a lot of quick shots, so I just wasn't paying attention. So let's hope that this is 4K 60. The Xbox showcase itself, I gotta say, was better than Sony's, and it was better than Jeff Healy's show. I'm not gonna say it was tremendously better. There was a lot of stuff that was shown that I didn't like, but I guess we'll go after that. We'll go into that after this Starfield Direct event. So we're going directly into it now.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but, well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look. Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world.
I don't mean to talk over this, guys, but as I'm looking at it right now in real time, it looks like it's 30 FPS.
Not just one world.
But let's see, it could just be the streaming. It's just coming in choppy.
1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not.
But I am seeing some stutter.
And it wasn't
and I don't know if it's from the stream.
That we had the technology to create it.
Maybe they're showing a 4K 30 mode,
in the distance,
and there's going to be a 60 FPS mode that's not 4K. Maybe, I don't know.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it looks like it's 4K 60, man. I mean 4K 30, man.
Exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale.
It's just not
that usually involves
smooth.
Exploring an area you've landed in,
which indicates it's 4K 30.
Resources.
I hope I'm wrong on that and it's just a stream and they reveal otherwise. So let's just wait for the official announcement.
And maybe even stumble upon something.
From my eyes right now, it looks like it's 4K 30.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty, what's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource-heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
Wow, it seems like this universe they created is huge.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god, look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis. the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Cydonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face? Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Snap out of it!
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar? You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings, it's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera! Is it really you?
He'll join your crew, and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet, and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my God!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Yeah, to the guy saying it doesn't look good, I know what you guys are talking about. It looks pretty good. Okay, sure, some of the NPCs have dead eyes. I did see that a little bit, but overall, I think it looks pretty good for a Bethesda game, especially.
We took what we loved about skills and perks from our previous games and put them together to create an all-new skill system.
And the universe looks really big and
You get a
diverse.
skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills. Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
And I like the different approach to gameplay that you could take. Stealth, action, like... I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I don't know, the guys that don't like this in the comments, I don't know what to say, man. I guess every game is not for everybody, but I'm a pretty critical guy, and what I'm seeing I like. And I don't like Fallout type of games. I don't like that type of stuff, but this interests me, and I like the magnitude of the universe and the exploration that you can do and all the stuff you can collect, and different worlds are different and different creatures and missions. It seems like a huge game that's going to take a lot of time to complete, and I'm digging it.
Strike a balance between fun and realism. We study data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, It's about rewarding your curiosity. Because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here, and you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want. The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters, to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please, avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
Yo, this is fire, man. I know what you guys are talking about. You guys in the chat that don't like this game, it looks fire.
And that is really cool for
My
us
only
as
thing is,
developers.
it looks like it's 30 FPS. That's my only thing. We'll get to that afterwards. Let's see what they announce. Let's see if it's maybe just a stream being choppy. But that's my only complaint so far. And maybe the odd NPC with dead eyes. But for the most part, everything looks fantastic.
Triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the grav drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there. Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Oh, this is so dope. Space pirates, you killing me? You kidding me, man?
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars.
This game is massive in scope, man. Wow.
You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all the sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own. The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and wonder, and sometimes a little fear. We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Was it special
Yeah,
edition?
we really took as much care in designing this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome.
Yep.
It is now,
as we know,
our favorite
the leak was
controller.
true.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Believe it or not, guys, the Xbox wireless headset is really, really good.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of
See,
them
like
for
this
us, we would
NPC
be
here
in your debt.
looks good.
So even if your
Like,
friends were
that looked
to
great.
visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
Look at that. This looks like it's Mars. The atmosphere looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are looking at that don't like this game. It looks fantastic. Look at this gameplay. You kidding me? Let's go. Let's go. I'm sold. I'm sold.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want
Look
alien
at that.
monsters.
That's detailed.
We wanted native wildlife.
Come on, look at that.
Something you've never seen before.
Stop it.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Wow. Everything they showed looked differently. All these planets, they don't share similarities. Look at that. Beautiful. Imagine this in HDR, guys. Come on.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor.
Yo, the gunplay looks good. I don't care nobody says. The gunplay looks really good.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
And what I like is that you're not seeing a bunch of numbers over the enemies,
gear is just one of the many
saying how many
factors to pay
points you took
attention
off of
to
them.
when
I
engaging
hate that in my
combat.
RPG games.
You may need to switch
In
things
fact,
up
when it's
based
like
on
that, I
your
don't even play
environment.
them.
Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
Hey, they did it with this one, man. They did it with this one, boys.
These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Look at the lighting, man. Look at the lighting. The materials. Everything is high quality, guys. This is what I do. This is what I do. And I'm telling you, the textures and the qualities are high textures. The lighting, the gunplay, the physics from the gunplay, even the particle effects. I gotta give Bethesda kudos because they're not known for doing this type of stuff in their games. Their games, I never liked their games graphically. And this game is impressing me. And you have to think about the scope of this game. It's huge. So if you got one NPC that is cross-eyed, so be it. You know, from what I've seen, the majority of everything here looks clean and polished. What? Mans has powers? Mans has powers? Yo.
Thanks again for being with us
Yo,
today.
Mans has
We
powers.
are so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people.
Boys, we got a
This
Game
is
of the Year
reflection of
contender,
incredible,
finally.
Passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and, wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here.
Wow, look at
I
that,
think I can
man.
make that jump.
Are you kidding me?
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships, audio design.
The biomes are
The day-night
sick
cycle,
in this
those
game.
details matter to me. Diplomacy, exploration, freedom,
the ending.
Basco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher,
brain sprout.
What the heck?
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's hard, man.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
Crazy, crazy.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield.
Now tell us the
and make
res
your own
and the
special
frame
moments.
rates. Come on. September, boys. September 6th. Tell us the res and the frame rate. Tell us. That's cool, but tell us. You ain't gonna tell us, are you? Wow. So, I guess that wraps up the Xbox Game Showcase along with Bethesda. I gotta say, overall, I was impressed with the show. Forza, as you see here, amazing. The flight simulator, we're getting an update to the game, basically a new flight simulator game. It looks pretty good. Fable, oh man, they started off the show with Fable, looked awesome. We saw a new Star Wars game from Ubisoft, which is crazy. Ubisoft is making a Star Wars game. We finally got to see Avowed. Hellblade, I'll talk about Hellblade afterwards, after this reel is playing. But I gotta say, overall, it was a good show. I would say most definitely better than Sony's showcase, for sure. We did get some smaller titles in here and some mid stuff as well, I'm not gonna lie. And there were some games that I wasn't interested in. But just because I'm not interested in those games doesn't mean that other Xbox fans aren't. So I can't just judge it on that. But at the end, what they showed with Starfield was incredible. Incredible. The depth and scope of that game, the variety, the different ways that you can play, the exploration. I'm sold. I'm sold. Like a Dragon they showed. Overwatch. A lot of Persona games coming to Game Pass. Overall, it was a good show. Okay, so we're going to pause it here and we're just going to talk about the show. Actually, we'll probably throw it back. Hold on a second. All right, so we're going to throw it back there and we're going to talk about the show, what we saw today. And what games I saw that were running at 30 FPS, what games were running at 60 FPS. So right off the bat, let's just start with the elephant that's in the room, and that's Starfield. And I got to be honest with you guys, it appears that it's running at 30 FPS. In that stream, at least, that's what I got. I got 30 FPS. The movements weren't as smooth. I saw a little bit of stuttering, which would indicate that it's running at 30 FPS. It just wasn't that smooth, silky 60 FPS experience. It just was not. It appeared 30 FPS. I don't know if it was the stream, so we're gonna have to wait to get official clarification on that. But right now, as it stands, I'm saying that the game is running 4K 30. I hope to be wrong on that, and I hope it's one of those I got you moments that I'm wrong, because I don't want it to be 4K 30 FPS, but that's what it appears to be. Now, will they have a 60 FPS mode? I don't know. Like, I would think you could at the very least have a 1080p 60 FPS mode. So I do hope that we'll get a 60 FPS mode announced. Now, Phil Spencer did say in his last interview that it would be clear at the Xbox Showcase on whether or not this game is 30 or 60 FPS. And I got to be honest here, it's not clear. There was no mention of it. Unless I got up for a second and I missed it, you guys can let me know in the comment section. I didn't see any mention of the frame rate of this game. And once again, from watching the stream, and it's a stream, so it could be a reason why I'm seeing it running at 30 FPS. It could be the stream, the way it came through, but it appeared 30 FPS to me, not 60 FPS. We're getting a new Fallout game that you can see that's on the screen right now, and I know there's a lot of Fallout fans out there, so they'll be happy for this. I'm not really a huge Fallout fan, but I'll be honest, because it's in Game Pass, I probably will give it a go, and if it's any good, then I'll continue to play it. If not, then, I'll go on to the next title. But for people that do enjoy the franchise, this is pretty cool for them. Forza looked incredible. That was a crispy native 4K 60 FPS. That looked incredible. And you guys know that I play on my Series X as well as my PC. So on my PC, I'll be able to play that at 120 FPS. It looked really good. Probably the best looking game that we saw at this show. Now, we knew, of course, this game is coming. And we got an official announce date. I believe it was the 10th of October. That game is coming out. And of course, it's going to be day one on Game Pass. That game was incredible. Let me go to Xbox's page here. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to go over to Xbox's page, and we're going to go through the games that were shown. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm not doing it on real time. I'm just letting the show play on the screen. Just bear with me as I babble as I get to see it here. Okay, so we're going to go through the game list of what we saw and what impressed me. Okay, so of course, we started the show off with Fable. Fable looked excellent. They showed a lot of in-engine stuff. They showed some gameplay. It looked really good. The graphics looked amazing. Now, the one thing I will say with the showing of it is that it was shown at 30 FPS. Fable was not shown at 60 FPS. I want to be clear on that. It was shown at 30 FPS. Now, Fable is still a ways out. I think it said 2024. I probably have to go back and rewatch the trailer. If I'm wrong, you guys can let me know in the comment section. But I think it said 2024 it's coming out. However, the trailer was at 30 FPS. So, take that how you will. But right now, it looks like it's 4K 30 for that game until we see some 60 FPS footage. They showed South of Midnight. I couldn't really... let me see. Let me watch it again real quickly here to see which game this was. Yeah, South of Midnight actually looked okay. It looked okay. I want to know. I want to see more about it. So, didn't really give us a big description of it, but it looked pretty good. Now, Outlaws surprised me. Now, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Right now, I'm playing the hell out of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and this came out of nowhere for me. This is going to be made by Ubisoft. So, man, it should be good. I'm really, really excited for this. Now, I do believe this is a third-party game, so it's going to be on all platforms. But it was nice to see that it was advertised also coming to Xbox. And it was just a new game, period, so it was a good showing. We always want to see new games. Now, I think that was one of the games that was not coming to Game Pass, because a lot of the games that they showed today were coming to Game Pass. So I can pretty much confirm Star Wars is not coming to Game Pass. It's a third-party game, but it will be on the Xbox platform. They showed 33 Immortals. Whatever. I didn't really care for that. They also showed Payday 3 gameplay. I'm not into that. I know some people are into that. Personally, I'm not into that. They showed Persona. I'm not a huge Persona person either, but I know there's a huge following for Persona. So, that says that's all you need to know. That it's going to be on Xbox. Their new titles are also going to be on Xbox, and I know a lot of fans are looking forward to those games. Now, of course, on the screen you have Forza. Oh my gosh, it was just an amazing outing for Forza. I was really impressed with what they showed, and I can't wait to play this game, and I don't have long to wait. This game is coming out, I believe it's the 10th of October, and it's looking extra crispy. We got ray tracing, we got, of course, the laser scan maps. We're getting new maps, and we just know that this game is going to be fantastic. Now, a lot of people say, oh, everybody knows Xbox has Forza, Halo, and Gears. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that they're not bad games. Everybody knows that PlayStation has Spider-Man and all the other franchises that they have. It matters if it's good. Gran Turismo. How many Gran Turismo games have we had? A lot of them have been subpar. It is what it is, man. Forza is a great title, and I like how they have it balanced. When you're tired of the actual sim racers on a racetrack, then you can go off and play Forza Horizon, how they rotate them. So you got a great variety. And you can't tell me there's any games out there that are doing it better than Forza. Whether it's a simulation track style racer or an open world arcade / sim racer. No one is doing it better. Look at the details here. Look at the details of the cockpit, the lighting. Look at the ray tracing on the cars. Look how clean it is in motion. No aliasing. Look closely. There's no aliasing. It's a very smooth image, and it's running at 60 FPS, as all racers should be, but it's running at 60 FPS. Fantastic looking game. Can't wait to play it. I know Xbox fans are excited for it. I have to say, graphically, this was probably the best looking game that was shown today. I would say outside of Flight Simulator. Now, Flight Simulator also looked incredible. Now, I was confused when this was being shown. I was like, is this an add-on? Is this a new game? But it's apparently going to be a new game. It's a new flight sim, so I don't know if it's an update to the original game. I'm not quite sure, but it's got new elements. There's a lot of new gameplay mechanics. You can rescue people. You can take hot air balloons out. You can do a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have to find out more about that. I can't remember the release date of that now. I think it said 2024, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can also correct me in the comment section down below. Now, we're looking right now at Avowed on the screen. Avowed looked pretty good. Now, some people were saying in the comment section, oh, it's not so graphically demanding. It looks like an Xbox 360 title. So we're going to take a look at it now while it's on the screen as my phone beeps. And yeah, as we look at it on the screen and evaluate it, I say it looks cool. Yes, it doesn't look graphically demanding, but yeah, it doesn't look like, it's not the best looking graphically demanding game for sure, but it looks pretty good nonetheless. And we got to judge it also by the gameplay. And I'm not into a lot of these mystical, or I don't know if I'm saying it right, medieval type games. I'm not really into them so much, so I'll leave it to those people. But yeah, looking at it here, yeah, the lighting looks a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie. Re-looking at it now, yeah, it looks okay in some parts. In some other parts, it looks a little bit rough. Let's see how it plays, and let's see how the final game looks. But yeah, I'll say gameplay, it looks fun. Graphics, they look just okay for sure. It looks a little rough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I guess the jury's out on that. You guys can let me know what you think about the Avowed presentation. We also got to see Overwatch 2 Invasion, and apparently we're getting some type of single player campaign for it. I'm gonna have to read more into that, but that's what it looks like now. They're showing it here on the screen, and it takes place in my home city, Toronto. I believe the developers are from here that make Overwatch. But yeah, it's based in my home city, and apparently it's going to have a single player campaign or some missions of some sort. And it's coming not too far away, a couple of months in August. So that was a surprise. I didn't see any leaks regarding that. And Overwatch is a pretty big game. I don't play too much of Overwatch. My kid plays it a lot. He enjoys it, so he'll probably enjoy this. I'll let him know about it. I don't know if he watched the show, so I'll kind of gauge his excitement on it. But I know a lot of people like the franchise, so it's pretty cool that they're bringing something new, which is a single-player campaign. Now, as we go forward, I already talked about Persona, Dungeons of Hittenberg. I wasn't really interested in that. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, that looked pretty cool. I'm definitely going to play that. It's a third-party game, so it's not a first-party game, so we can't give too much points for it, but still, it was a good showing for it. We also got to see City Skyline 2. I'm not into those type of games, although it did look really cool, and it looked good. The graphics looked good. The city was detailed, and for those that like world building out there, I'm sure they're probably excited for this game. It was just okay for me, but graphically, it looked fantastic. I'll give it that. Towerborn, I can't even remember Towerborn, so I'm going to guess that it probably wasn't a good show. Let me look a little bit of the trailer here. Yeah, I don't think I was in. Yeah, I didn't care for Tower. Let me see. Yeah, it's not my type of game. Clockwork Revolution looked pretty good. I believe that was from In Exile. And that looked pretty good. Different type of game, a new game. And of course, it's going to be in Game Pass day one. And it looked good. Like the graphics looked good. The artwork looked good. It kind of gave me that BioShock kind of vibe. Although, of course, it's not taking place underwater, I mean. But it just kind of gave me that kind of feel, the world. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe that's not completely accurate, because BioShock at points it can be quite empty, but it just seemed like a really cool type of world. So I'm interested in that game. And of course, we saw Hellblade 2. I don't know if I already said that because I'm kind of babbling here, but Hellblade 2, I was a little bit disappointed. It looked good. Don't get me wrong. It looked good, but we didn't really get to see gameplay. Yes, it was in game and in engine, but we didn't really get to see gameplay. She was basically hearing the voices in her head, and she was going through the motions, and we saw some of the environment, which looked cool. But once again, that was running at 4K 30. That was not running at 60 FPS. And I've said this on RDX and other videos that I think that game is going to be 30 FPS. I think a lot of Unreal Engine 5s are going to be 30 FPS on the consoles. Now, I hope we can get like a 60 FPS mode that's at 1440p, 1080p, whatever it takes. I think there should always be a 60 FPS mode. But I didn't see it in today's gameplay. I saw 30 FPS, which was a little bit disappointing for me. And I know some people were also disappointed at the Hellblade showing because they didn't really show that much. We want to see like in-game action. Like we want to see like a whole segment, right? And I don't think we got that today from Hellblade. And yeah, I don't even think we got a release date. I might be wrong on that too. Let me know in the comment section. We are doing RDX podcast today. I think it's going down maybe in 10-15 minutes after I end this stream. We are going to have a podcast over there, and we're going to discuss the show. So all the little details and tidbits that I'm missing right now, you'll be able to catch it on that show. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They announced a new Xbox Series S. With 1 terabyte storage inside of it. It's black. I wish it had more VRAM, but it is what it is. They announced what else did they announce that I'm missing here? They announced for Flight Simulator, there's a Dune expansion for it. Sea of Thieves got a new update. Monkey Island, The Legends of Monkey Island. I don't care for Sea of Thieves, to be honest with you. But that game is really successful. Like, that game is played by so many gamers, and they just love and enjoy that game. So I'm not gonna dog it because there's a lot of people that play the game. We also got Starfield limited edition Xbox wireless headphones, a controller, and we've seen footage of the Elite controller. I believe Colt had it on his channel or on his Twitter, and we've seen a little bit of that before. But the headset was a new reveal, as well as the limited edition watch. I guess it's a pre-order bonus or some type of deluxe kit you can get with Starfield. And of course, they showed us Starfield, which is on the screen right now. And we're just going to go a little bit into details with this, and then we're going to get off the stream. Now, I thought this was a great showing. I said at the end of the show that I was impressed with it. I'm going to say it again. It was impressive. The world is vast. There are so many things you can do, so many things you can build. You can build your own ship. You can build it out. You can hire your own crew. You can go and shoot down other ships. You can salvage their loot or salvage their wreckage. You can board other crafts and then just take their ships and, kill the crew. You can do it in third person. I think you could do it in first person. Yes, you could do it in first person. You could do it stealthy. You can take an action approach. You have different weapons. You can upgrade it. You have jetpacks you can upgrade. You can go anywhere in this vast universe. You can do whatever you want to do. You can build your ship to look like a mech. There's different planets that you can explore and galaxies and creatures that you're going to encounter and different stories. The game is vast, and the biomes look incredible. And I'm totally sold on it. The gunplay is what sold it for me. I'll be honest with you guys. When I saw that gunplay action, I was like, yes, this is it. And everything else was just the cream, was just the cherry on top. You can do so much in this game. I'm missing out on so much of what you can do. How, even down to the customization of your character. You can do so much in this game. I think it's going to be a hit. I think it's going to be a Game of the Year contender, and I'm excited for it. I think overall, Xbox had a really good showing. I rated over Sony's showcase. I rated over Healy's show. I believe initially I gave Sony a 7, and then after salivating and letting everything settle in, I gave it a 6.5. I gave Healy's show a 7. I think initially I gave it a 7.5, and then, as I digested everything, I settled on a 7 for it. Slightly better than Sony's show, but not by much, right? Slightly better. Xbox show today, I want to say it's an 8. I'm gonna say it's an 8. I'm gonna say without the deep dive of Starfield, I might have scored it lower because of Hellblade. Hellblade just didn't really wow me, just being honest. But what we saw from Starfield did. So I would have to say overall, I give the Xbox show an 8. I give the Heelys a 7, and I give Sony's show a 6.5. The Xbox show was fantastic. It was a very good show. It was a very good show. I cannot give it a 9. I cannot give it a 10 because that's near perfect. And it wasn't a near perfect show. Starfield, we don't have any confirmation if it's running at 60 FPS or if it has a 60 FPS mode. I'm telling you from the footage that I've seen, it appears 30 FPS. Hellblade was running at 30 FPS, and all the footage that they've showed from Hellblade up to this point has been running at 30 or below. There was no information on the frame rate of that game. We didn't get to see any type of meaningful action scene or sequence or gameplay. We got to see the character in-game, in-engine, which is fantastic. We have an idea of what it's going to look like, and it looks great, but we didn't see it in action, like gameplay. And that's a little troubling to me because I want to see how this game plays. So I can't say it was a perfect showing. But then they showed Forza, but we know Forza was coming, but it still looked fantastic. Then we got, the Fallout announcement. That wasn't expected. What else did we get that was a surprise? The flight simulator stuff was a surprise. Avowed, we were hoping to see Avowed. We finally got to see some Avowed stuff. They're going to have to work on the graphics a little bit. Definitely. But it looked pretty good. But it's still not coming out anytime soon. So there's going to be more work put into that game. So I'll save my final judgment for that game closer to the release. But it was an okay showing for that game. Flight Simulator, like I said, looked fantastic. Fable was awesome. Fable was an awesome way to start the show. Oh yeah, we have on the screen right now Still Walks the Deep. That looked okay as well. I forgot about that one. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm kind of babbling at this point. Let me go into the chat to see what you guys are saying, because I just been babbling for the last half an hour. Sorry, guys. It was a long show, and I had a lot to say on it. Let me just go back here. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. And wow, most of you guys are still here. I appreciate that, man. I really do appreciate that. Because a lot of times when the streams end, everyone's like, okay, peace out, I'm gone. And you guys are staying here to hear my thoughts on it. So I do appreciate it. And I will do a more detailed breakdown on the show. I'll do a video later on today, and I'll release it tomorrow. So you guys come back to the channel tomorrow, and it'll be more detailed, and I'll get the highest quality footage of all of these games that were just shown today. The show was done at 4K 60, and I had it at native 4K 60. However, there's some compression, and it's probably the bit rate of the original stream. They probably put it down a little bit lower to make sure that everybody could enjoy it, because if you put the bit rate too high, then some people that don't have a great internet connection, they'll get a lot of buffering. So when I do my analysis and give you guys my impression later on today and release it tomorrow, it'll be of the highest quality of the trailers that we saw today. So I basically want to know, I guess we're still here for a little bit. See, all you guys are still here. Yes, CP, thank you so much. For real, don't forget to like the video, guys. It does help support the channel. And it also lets me know that I'm doing a good job and you guys appreciate the work that I'm doing, but it also helps with YouTube and the reach of my videos. So always hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I try to communicate with all of you guys down in the chat. Sometimes the chat gets crazy, or sometimes the comments gets crazy, but I do read all of them, and I do try my best to answer all of your guys' questions or concerns or comments. So that's one thing about this channel. I know some of the channels, like these guys, they don't go into the comments section. They don't, they just release their video and that's it. They're done with it. No, I actually care what you guys have to say. And I like hanging out and communicating with you guys, because if you can't tell, I like to talk a lot. So I like communicating with you guys. You guys can also find me on Twitter at D_batch, where I, post my gaming takes and post some different stuff that I don't post on YouTube, of course, right? So there was a lot of rumors that we were going to see Gear 6 today. There was no Gear 6. There was no Gears collection, and I'm glad, because I don't want to see a Gears collection. I would like to see a Gears 6, sure, but I don't want to see a Gears collection. I don't want to replay these old Gears games. I just really don't. I'm past it. I'm kind of past a lot of the remakes at this point. It depends on how long ago these games were made, but I don't think we need Gears of War remade at this point. I think we need a new Gears, or a spin-off like what they did with the DLC. But as far as rehashing the old games, I'm done with that. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just being honest. I want to know if you guys were happy with the show. If you guys were happy with the show in the chat, let me know with a 1. And if you were unhappy with the show, give me a 2. Dead air. That's always a good thing, right? Sorry, I was looking at the chat, guys. As you can see on the screen, we have the Cyberpunk stuff going on here, and this looked incredible. Now, this game avoided utter disaster, because when it launched, man, it was in such a rough shape. But I will say this game is really good, and they have cleared everything up in this game. This game is definitely worth playing now. You're not going to have any issues with it. It was sad that it did have day one issues, but the ambition of this game was a lot, man. But I will say that the ray tracing is awesome on PC, especially if you have like a 4090 and you use DLSS 3. You're going to get fantastic performance out of it. And yeah, it's a good game, man. So if you haven't played Cyberpunk and you've held out, or you were turned off by the launch, definitely go give it a play and check out this new DLC content. It looks fire. Okay, so I see a lot of 1s. I see a couple of 2s. So from the small little sample that I have here, I would say that most of you did enjoy the show. Yes, I did want to see more games. I'm not going to lie. I definitely wanted to see more games. That's why I gave the show an 8. If they had showed more games, I would have given it a 9. I just have to be honest. I know some fans out there are going to say, oh, it was a 10 out of 10. It was perfect. It wasn't a perfect show. It was a great showing. It was a good showing. It was a really good showing, close to great. The deep dive that they did at Starfield in the end is really what made up for the show a lot, definitely. Yeah, so look right here what I'm talking about. City skyline. Like, it looks incredible. The detail is incredible. I'm just not into the world building stuff, but it looks incredible. The details are cool. And I can see a lot of people pouring a lot of hours into this stuff. Like, my kid would probably like this. Just the fact that trains are in it. My kid loves trains. So he'd probably love playing this just to be able to make, the trains go around the whole city. So I do see the appeal that a lot of people will have for this. It's just not for me. And if there's one thing I will say, I could see the PC influence on the show. So Microsoft, at the same time, they are trying to get PC and console gamers, because there were some games that were shown today that I know for a fact, like Skylines, I don't know how much that's going to appeal to console players. So I guess we'll find out. But I think this is a game that would more appeal to PC gamers. Just being honest. And right now, if you look at Microsoft's numbers, Game Pass is exploding on PC. In fact, they have more Game Pass members on PC than on Xbox, I believe. It's really exploding. Now, of course, some of those users have Ultimate, and like myself, where we play on PC and Xbox, but it's growing the most on PC right now. So they're going to have to pay some attention to that crowd as well, because it's growing at a rapid tongue-tied, at a rapid pace. Yes, it's growing at a rapid pace. This looks pretty good, though. I'm not going to lie. Like, my second look through, it looks pretty good. It's coming October 24th to Game Pass, so I'll try it out. It looks pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be going out there to buy this game, but because it's in Game Pass, I might try it out. And who knows, I'll probably like it, right? Or if not, my kid sees me playing it and he plays it, right? That's the whole beauty of Game Pass. You get to try games that maybe you wouldn't try before, and then you end up liking the game. So that's what I love about Game Pass. I just love the freedom to be able to play on my PC, to be able to play on my Xbox, carry my progress back and forth, play on the Series S if, the kids are taking over my devices. I have a lot of options. I'll be able to play on my Asus ROG Ally that is coming this week. Game Pass is just sick. You have so many options, so many different places that you can play your games. The value is crazy. The variety of games that are on there is crazy. You get a lot of third-party games day one. Life of Pi or Lies of Pi is coming out day one on PC. Now, that game I've downloaded, I haven't actually tried it yet, so I'm going to try that game, and I'll probably release a video, let you guys know my impressions of it, like my first impressions as I fire it up. I'll be running it on a PC on a 4090, so it'll look immaculate, but that game's coming day one to Game Pass. Nobody can tell me that Game Pass is not the best value in gaming. It is. That's why Sony and all these other competitors are fighting so hard to block this ABK immersion. They don't want Microsoft to have Call of Duty and all of these Activision titles because they know it's a wrap once all those games are in Game Pass. They're already having a hard time competing now, and all the people are saying, "Oh, well, Xbox, they're not selling so many Series X's, they're selling a lot of Series S's, or they're not selling as many consoles as the PlayStation 5." Yes, you want to sell consoles, sure, because you want to get people into your ecosystem, but there's a lot of Game Pass subscribers, and they're making a lot of money in Game Pass, okay? And Sony and these other competitors wish to make as much money as Microsoft is making in Game Pass. You know, so like these people, they paint this narrative that is just not true. Game Pass is the future, and that's what Microsoft is looking at. Yes, they want to sell consoles. Yes, they want you to play their games on their consoles, but they also want you to subscribe to Game Pass and just play your games wherever the hell you want, and pay them monthly for your subscription fee. And their promise is to bring you great new exciting titles that will keep you compelled to stay with Microsoft and their Game Pass service. So basically, that's the focus of the company going forward. And when you look at the numbers, Microsoft is doing great. They released their Game Pass numbers, and I'm tired. I've been talking for a while. I did a stream for like 2 hours now. I believe it was like 1 billion last quarter or something like that they got from Game Pass, something like that. So they're making money. The number was high. It was like a really high number. So Game Pass is doing well. I'm sure there's going to be new subscribers this fall for Forza, for all of these games that were announced. And once this ABK merger is approved, man, sky is the limit for Game Pass and Xbox. So things are looking bright. I did want to see more games today. I wish they showed us some more stuff, but I was impressed with what I saw mostly, and I thought it was a good show overall. Once again, we gave the show an 8. Okay, that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap this up now. I appreciate all you guys for rocking out for me. I apologize if I couldn't answer all of your guys' messages down in the chat. I'm going to have to kill this stream now. We're going to be on Dealer's channel, so Dealer Gaming. We're going to be doing RDX. We're going to be giving you guys our take on the show, our reactions, and it's basically going to be a reaction on the showcase. So it's not going to be a normal long RDX podcast. Obviously, we're just going to concentrate on the Xbox showcase as well as the Starfield Direct. So once again, thank you guys for rocking out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll have more content coming out tomorrow. I'll give you guys a more detailed breakdown of the show and my thoughts. And later this week, I'll also have some footage of Lies of Pi. And hopefully we'll have an update on the ABK stuff. There was some stuff that went down last week. It wasn't really big stuff, just preliminary stuff, like Brad Smith going over to the UK and meeting with the Chancellor and, trying to get things to work out. And, at this point in time, I think it's a little futile. I think the CMA is kind of headstrong, and they're wrong and strong at this point. And this is going to play out in court. I don't think they're going to be able to come to an agreement before their court date. I think the cards have just been laid, and everyone is standing where they are, and it's just going to play out in court. I do believe they're going to lose, and they're going to be forced to rule in favor of Microsoft because the way that they came across their numbers, adding in Game Pass subscribers and whatnot, is just incorrect. And the EU clarified this as well in their assessment. And the CMA, they don't want to back down from this, and they have a lot of other things going on there. There's a lot of other controversies going on with that right now, and we'll see how this plays out in court. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys in, maybe 10 minutes on Dealer's channel. So it'll be a special RDX podcast regarding the Xbox showcase. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys. Catch you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.